Hi Stampers. A couple weeks ago when I was at Stamp Fest, one of the other vendors was using a technique that was really pretty, and they were using sparkle and sprinkle embossing powders and sending everybody over. And so I had to try this technique that they were doing, and it's using golden sparkle embossing powder and gold detail embossing powder. And what they're doing is mixing equal parts of both of these together and making their own embossing powder. And it just makes it a really elegant looking card then when you emboss it. So I thought I'd give it a try. So I've got golden sparkle and gold detail on my coffee filter, and I'm just going to go ahead and mix those up together. So I've created my own new embossing powder here. Okay, then I'm going to stamp. They were stamping on watercolor paper, so I've got a piece of watercolor paper, and I'm using the stamp Wild Rose. I'm going to ink it up with Versamark. First of all, you want to use your embossing buddy, and then go ahead and stamp with your Versamark. And with the watercolor paper, you need to make sure you press really hard because the paper is textured and it's got some grooves. So, and then I'm going to just pour this embossing powder right on my cardstock here, and then just move it around on my cardstock. If I need to, I can pick up some more. Just pat it around till I get it all covered. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and heat that. Okay, now that my image is heated, you can see how sparkly it is, and since it's got that gold detail in there, there's a lot of detail also. And then what they were using is just a water-based marker, and since you're on watercolor paper, we're going to add water. But what I did was I just went ahead and kind of outlined my image, and then I used an aqua painter, which is one of the paint brushes with the water right in it. It has a control flow tip, and then you just add your water to that and blend and spread it around. And since it's embossed, it kind of helps you stay in the lines. It's easier to watercolor this way. But it just gives you a really pretty watercolored effect. It gives you some shadowing. And as it dries, I have found that the ink kind of pools around to the edges. So it kind of automatically gives you some shadowing and highlights on the image. You can blend different colors. You can add different colors. Once this layer is dry, you can go back and highlight, maybe with a touch of orange, or you can use lighter pinks and then add darker pinks. But they're just fun to play with. The center, I'm going to go ahead and color yellow. And then after that dries, I'll show you how I went back and added a touch of the orange in the center. Okay. And then your leaves again, and depending on how intense you want it, you can add more color, lighter to darker if you want to. but they're fun to play with. It's so vibrant with this gold embossing powder. It just really, really sparkles, and it's so pretty. It'd be pretty with butterflies, your flowers, birds. It just looks very elegant. And again, you want to use watercolor paper. And I'm just going to go ahead and let my yellow center dry a bit. Again, so you can see how it's bleeding a little bit out there, but it's giving it a little bit of highlight as well too. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of the orange and just kind of go there. Now I can just add it, and it just kind of like highlights. And I can soften it if I want to. It just gives you a really pretty image. So again, equal parts of gold detail and golden sparkle embossing powders mixed together, and then you just emboss with it. And it just gives you such a pretty sparkly image. So get your embossing powders out and try and have some fun making your own mixes. Talk to you later. Bye.